When I made the first video for this experiment, I posted it and then I took it down. Fear hit me. I was afraid of being vulnerable, afraid of being ridiculed for showing what I'm actually dealing with. But I sat with it and I realized something. If I don't share this, who does it actually affect? Not sharing would only do more damage than sharing ever could. I'm willing to expose myself if it means progress for me and maybe help for someone else who may be watching. I do not like the audio from this camera, but we're gonna deal with it. Today's approach is a little bit different. I woke up actually and didn't have my headphones on when I walked out the door, and I was like, no headphones today? I don't even think about them. I didn't even think to grab them. So today I'm walking with just the sounds of outside, which is actually a good breakup for me, like a good difference from the previous days. So it's good to switch it up every now and then. But today's theme, I was just thinking about it, which is why it's actually good to not have headphones, because all I can do is think. But the theme is that most people are too cool to do what they want to do. And to be honest with you, I don't think a lot of people would do what I'm doing right now. It's vulnerable. It's you know, it's uncool. It's not really the cool. It's not popular. But I think a lot of people do what's cool. They do what makes them look cool, and they stay away from being vulnerable or being uncool for fear of not being seen as the cool thing. And I think that's what gravitates people more towards doing what other people are doing, because they don't want to be the outsider. If you're unwilling to do that, then you have no shot of making it, right? You have no shot of actually creating something, creating a lifestyle, creating a situation where you actually succeed, because you're too afraid to look uncool or be talked about or be teased. Don't let being teased or being talked about keep you from what you want to do. And I tell that to my kids all the time, just like, we don't do things because other people do them. We don't do things because, you know, our friends are doing it or whatever. We do things because we want to do them. If we like it, if you enjoy doing something, don't let someone stop you from sharing it, creating it, doing it. That's the theme. I'll figure out the rest of it as I do my walk. Have you ever noticed that the fear of what others may think can hold you back from doing great things? My name is TJ. Welcome to the page where I take everyday experiences, find a theme, and turn them into life lessons. I've actually faced this fear multiple times in my life, and one of which was when I actually shaved my head. I thought it was a good idea to show the process and to post that video and show what I was dealing with and what I was feeling. And I felt like there would be other people out there who would hear and feel the same thing, maybe experiencing the same thing. And there was a lot of people who experienced the same thing, and they would write comments and like, oh man, I appreciate you doing this. But then there was also the flip side of that. That video went super viral and a lot of people were watching it. And there was a lot of negativity on those comments as well. And I took that stuff personally. It was some negativity, but actually there was more positivity than anything. I didn't allow that fear to keep me from posting. I allowed that fear to dictate what I did afterwards. I pulled it down. I didn't want it out there anymore. I also faced that fear when I started doing this experiment. The very first video I posted, I took it down and I was like, why did I post this? I kind of felt that instant regret for doing it. But then I thought about it and I sat with it and I was like, I'm willing to do this if it means change for me. Who cares what anybody else thinks about it? This fear came up again last night. I was coaching and there was a group of kids. They're a little bit older and I had them all grouped together. We're doing a drill where there should not be anyone standing around. One person goes, once they're done, the next person goes. But when I got to them, I noticed that no one was going. Everyone was standing against the wall. Almost like that fear that you see when everybody's against the wall at a party and nobody's in the middle of the floor dancing. No one wants to be the first person to go out there and start dancing. I think those young men were afraid to make mistakes in front of each other. Those kids were allowing the fear of what other people may think to keep them back from being better basketball players. We can't be too cool to go after what we want. You can't fear what other people may think about you. Trying is a process of failing over and over again until you get it right. And if we're afraid to try, then what will we ever really accomplish? Stop fearing what other people may think and go after the thing that you want to do. It reminds me of Love It Don't Cost a Thing when he was and everybody just started doing it. It's like, you know what, it's doing all right? So I want to ask you, what fear are you allowing in your life that's keeping you back from doing something great? So I have been extremely simplistic with my diet over the last couple of days. In the morning, I'm doing a breakfast sandwich, coffee, and then I will do this cherry tart as well. And so this is something that I use to when I go to sleep at night. But I kind of like the taste of it, to be honest with you. It doesn't have any sugar in it or nothing. It doesn't have much flavor or anything like that, but I think that's the point. I just want to have like some water with a little bit of something. Now I put a little bit more than 2 tablespoons in here. That's because I like refill it a couple of times. I'm drinking that plus lots of water. But this has been super simplistic. Yesterday I was actually pretty proud of myself because all I ate was my meals, my chicken breast for lunch, and then I had my chicken thighs at night. I think today's going to be a full-on editing day because I have a few things I need to edit for clients. Well, actually, I know I'm going to spend today doing that. This is my day to do that. Okay, so I'm starting my editing session, and I can't tell you what I'm editing because this particular one is top secret. So I'm gonna get this done, and then I'm gonna work on some of the other things that I need to do to make sure I'm not missing anything for today. So. Everything that I've experienced so far in this experiment has pushed me into a better place, to be honest with you. A week ago, some of the things that I feel about myself were totally different. The confidence that I have now, some of the things that I've gone through over the past week has been uplifting, amazing, and inspiring. And if I did not continue doing this experiment for fear of what other people thought of me, I feel like I would still be in that space, still be in that kind of rut, right? This has allowed me to find out what I want to do creatively online and what I want to post. Regardless of how people think about it, regardless of how people respond to it, it's something that I want to do. It's something that I found that I enjoy doing. I found a little bit of myself in how I want to create, but things just start connecting. The dots started connecting. Also, when it comes to engineering and working, right? I never really wanted to continue pursuing a job, but there's skills and talents that I have and abilities I have that are not being used. There are things that I do want to experience and things that I do want to do within my life that not pursuing them just holds me back. Even talking to the recruiter and going through my resume and seeing my experience and spending the time actually going through what I've done over the last few years. What have I been doing? That's a great question, right? And so I didn't ask myself that question until I started doing this experiment. And I'm finding out more and more who I am and what I am capable of doing. A couple of opportunities that the recruiter brought up to me, I wasn't even thinking about doing. But now that he says them and now that I'm talking about them, now that I'm, pursuing them, it makes total sense, right? So hopefully this process will help me and guide me through that and finding those opportunities and just opening myself up to being willing to try them, to get out there and see what that looks like. But I will say this, last night was a very difficult night. So I got most of my work done for the day. One of the edits requires a little bit more patience and time. So I gonna get back to that one. The other one I'm pretty much done with. Carter,
Yes.
what's up, man?
It's good.
You ready for practice?
Yeah.
Yeah. How was the first day?
Good.
I heard you did good.
Yeah. At the end was the fun.
The end was the fun part. What was the fun part?
Let's see. I know it. When we was running. When we was running.
When you was running, why was it fun?
Cause somebody was running, teeth out, shine. He was smiling, chest out. Like,
You talking about yourself?
yeah,
Huh?
yeah.
Not like you.
Well, that's not me.
No.
I don't smile when I run.
Oh, okay. I heard he did well with the handoffs and stuff when they did QBs handing off to running back. So he had to be at practice without me, which I think is a good transition for him because he's going to have to do that at one point in his life and have another coach him. So I think he did well in my absence, and today I will be at practice today, so I'll be helping out and doing all this stuff. So we're off to that. Just left the food and everything. Having lasagna tonight for the family. For me, I'll still be eating my chicken. I had my chicken breast, the other chicken thighs that I cooked. I'll have those for dinner after practice. Got all my stuff in here. Did you give back the other balls?
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess we gotta use this one. Yeah. I left one more. Yeah, I did. It's up there. So we actually headed back home because it started lightning and raining, thundering. So we had to clear the field, and then it just kept going for a little while. So they went ahead and canceled practice. So no football today, but should be some extra time for me to do what I need to do. At basketball practice, at football practice. I had interviews. I had editing I needed to do. It's quite a bit that I needed to do. And when I got time to sit down and edit the video for yesterday, I was a little bit hesitant. I was like, I don't know. I'm running out of gas. But something pulled me through and made me think like, hey, no, this is what you've been doing. You've been doing this and continue to do this. And that sense of confidence, that sense of identity of saying, no, this is who you are now, right? You're not the guy who would say, oh, I'll just wait till tomorrow and do it. No, it needs to get done, no matter what it takes to get done. And I found myself when I was sitting in my bed last night and I started to edit, I was tired and I started to doze off a little bit. And then once I started editing and putting together the video, I found a second wind, and I was like, man, I'm wide awake now. I'm doing the thing that I told myself I was going to do. And that confidence of understanding that this is who you are now. Who was it? It was one of those guys who make videos about like self-improvement and things like that. And I can't think of his name right now, but he said, why are you still counting the days? Now, in my defense, I'm counting the days just so you guys can keep up and know what day it is, even though I don't really need to do that. But I do it just so you can kind of look back and know what is what. If you're counting the days, that means you're counting down until you're going to start doing the thing that you used to do again, right? Is this who you are, or is it not who you are? Why are you counting how many days you've been sober? Why are you counting how many days that you stopped drinking? Do you still drink? Or would you say, hey, that's not me anymore, right? If someone was to say, hey, TJ, are you going to edit the vlog? Are you going to walk today? Are you going to do this? there should be no question. I'm going to walk. I'm going to film. I'm going to edit. I'm going to post. That's who I am. I'm going to pursue some of the opportunities that are available to me in my work field. I'm going to do those things. There's no question. TJ, are you going to be there today? Are you going to show up? There's no question. I'll be there. So the sooner I start identifying with those things, the more those things become a part of me. The more I tell myself that story, the more I create experiences where I can prove that I can do those things, the more that becomes a part of me. So thank you for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments in the, what? Let me know if you have the questions in the comments below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.